Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people? Okay, the noodles that are linked to chronic inflammation, weight gain, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson disease. Now, I understand that the food industry and stuff is going for, a lot of blows and stuff, a lot of things that's being brought out as far as eating food and stuff, and everybody keeps saying, watch the food you're eating, because a lot is going on with the food, they're saying. Now, this the one article is being reported as of where is it at? But anyway, it says the article shares a permission from others, friends, and Dr. Marcola. Instant noodles are the popular go-to lunch or dinner for those who strapped for time or cash, like college students, while probably don't consider them a healthy food. You may think they're not that bad, or at least not that bad as eating a burger or French fries or the fast food burrito. In the first of the kind experiment, however, Dr. Braden of Massachusetts General Hospital may make you reconsider the love for oodles and noodles, instant noodles, and assuming that you have one. He has pulled the pill-sized camera to put them inside your stomach and digestive tract after you eat ramen noodles. One common type of instant noodles, the results is astonishing and stuff. Now, of course, if you go on YouTube and stuff, it says inside the stomach of ramen noodles digestive goes viral. Now, in the video you can see that the ramen noodles inside the stomach, even after 2 hours, is remarkably intact, much more than the homemade ramen noodles, which would be used as a comparison. Is concerning the number of reasons. Now, for starters, it could be putting a strain on the digestive system, which is forced to work for hours to break it down. Highly processed food. Ironically, most processed foods is devoid of fiber. That it gets broken down very quickly, interfering with the blood sugar levels and insulin release. When food remains in the system intact for such a long period of time, it will also impact nutrition absorptions. But the case of processed ramen noodles, there isn't much nutrition to be had. And instead of the long list of additives, included the toxic perversions, Perteri, whatever that's supposed to mean, HQ. Now, addictive or highly remain that the ramen noodles remain in your stomach, along with the seemingly invisible noodles that no one knows what extent exposure time may be to your health. Common sense suggests that it's not going to be good. 5 grams of noodles preserved QBHQ is lethal. 2BH2 byproduct is of the petroleum industry is often listed as an antioxidant, but it's important to realize that the synthetic chemical with antioxidant properties, not only natural antioxidants, that the chemical prevents oxidation of fat oils, therefore extending the shelf life of processed food. It is common used ingredients as far as processed food of all kinds, including McDonald's, chicken McNuggets, Kellogg's, cheeses, crackers, Reese's peanut cups, wheat thins, crackers, Teddy Grahams, Red Baron, frozen pizza, Taco Bell, beans, and so much more. But you can also find vanishing liqueurs, pesticide products, as well as cosmetic and perfume to reduce the evaporation rate, improve stability. At its 19th and 21st meeting at the joints of FAO WHO Expert Committee on Food Additives determined that HbHQ was safe in humans consumption on levels of 0-0.5 milligrams kg of a body weight. However, the Conduct Commission set the maximal allowable limits for between 100 to much of 400 milligrams. Depending on the food, it depends on chewing gum and permitted to contain high levels of HbHQ to the food. And Drug Administration requires that the HbHQ must not exceed 0.02% of oil and fat contents. So there was a quite of discrepancy in supposedly safe limits, and it's possible best have lower or no exposure to toxins and exposed to 5 grams that could be lethal. And according to the A Consumer Dictionary of Food Addictives, exposure to just 1 gram of HbHQ could cause nausea and vomiting, ringing in the ears, tinnitus, delirium, sense of suffocation, and collapse. While the TBHQ is not suspected to be persistent toxin, meaning that your body is probably able to eliminate it so that it does not bind accurately. If the eat instant noodles, your body might be getting prolonged exposure. This could concern it, to say that the least, according to the Environmental Working Group, WG, based on the animal studies as far as health hazard associated with the TBHQ include 5. Liver effects at a low doses, positive nutrition results as a vitro test on melanin cells, biochemical changes at a very low doses, reproductive effects on the high doses, eating instant noodles linked to metabolic syndrome. You're still considering ramen noodles for lunch, you should know a new study published in Journal Nutrition found that the women who consume more instant noodles have a significant greater risk of metabolic syndrome than those who ate less, regardless of the overall diet and exercise habit. Women who ate instant noodles more than twice a week were 68% more likely to have metabolic syndrome, and a group of symptoms, which is central obesity, evaluated as far as blood pressure, evaluated fasting blood sugars, elevating faster, triglyceride, and low levels of HDL cholesterol, having more than the symptoms increase in the risk of developing diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Past research also announced that overall nutrition intake between ramen noodles consumed of non-customers and found as much might suspect that the eating ramen noodles contribute very little value to healthy diet. The instant noodles consumers have significantly lower intake important nutrition for protein, calcium, iron, and potassium, vitamin A, nutrients, and vitamin C. Compared to the non-consumers, those who ate instant noodles also had an excessive intake of energy, unhealthy fats, and sodium. Just one pack may contain 27,000 milligrams of sodium. What else is in this package of ramen noodles aside of the lots of sodium and at the preservative TBHQ, which is found in the typical serve instant noodles, prevent the disease of purported dry noodles block, was originally created by flash frying cooked noodles, and this is still the main method of Asian countries through air dry noodles block. Our favorite as far as Western countries, the main ingredients for dry noodles are wheat flour, palm oil, and salt. Common ingredients of flavoring powder and salt, monosodium, glutamate, seasoning, and sugar. Oh God, this is a long read. So basically, it says a code for from our founders is that, have you ever been curious about? Oh no, there's something else. So this is the thing, they're saying that basically, allegedly, the noodles that are linked to chronic inflammation, weight gain, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson disease. Now, Parkinson disease is when you start that moving around and stuff when, you kind of like shaking stuff. And Alzheimer's, of course, is loss of memory and stuff. And wow, all from Roman noodles. And I was really shocked about this because I couldn't believe what I was reading as far as that. And I tried to look it up to make sure this article was correct and stuff. And, a lot of times people put stuff on the internet and stuff. But I've heard about Roman noodles before, and everybody keeps saying about the intake and stuff. And, you know, um, that it may, that you can eat it, I guess, but down the road it's going to cause problems for you that you may not be aware of. So a lot of people, and the reason why I'm curious about this is because a lot of people do get Parkinson disease and, Alzheimer's and stuff. I don't really know how it really happens and stuff, but a lot of things that's been happening because of, the food stuff. So Parkinson's disease is a long-term um, generated disorder of the central nervous system that mainly affects the motor system. The symptoms generally comes out of slowly over time. Um, Early in the disease, the most obvious are shaking, slowness and movement, and difficult walking. Wow. Let me put this: Roman Parkinson and noodles. Let me put instant noodles. I'm just curious to see. The noodles that cover help the cure is real noodles that go to lunch dinner, trapped in the time. Hardest harvest study revealed how much damage instant noodles do. The noodles are linked to chronic inflammation, weight gain, noodles associated with Parkinson, Oh, it's there. Now I didn't know, but I put it up there. These papa noodles cause chronic inflammation, weight gain. Um, Too much instant noodles can cause weight gain. Um, Let me see what this article says. Snoop, the Roman noodles cause chronic inflammation, weight gain, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease. Instant noodles are popular for lunch. So it's true. I'm going to all my sources. I always check stuff out before I post it. And Snoop says this, so Snoop says, it's got to be true. So basically, it's saying that the noodles that cause chronic inflammation, weight gain, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease. It's the noodles are popular go to lunch. So in case you don't know, now you know. So when you eat them Roman noodles from the store and stuff, used to be $5 for $1 stuff, it's gonna be may affecting your health. Or you get Parkinson's disease, or you get Alzheimer's, means you walk around, start forgetting stuff, and a lot of stuff is coming from this noodle and stuff. And I did not know about this. I just did a lot of research real quick, and everything I've read before is true. So anyway, I just want to put this out here, and thank you for the person who sent me this. And this is being reported on 2/4/2018, and I want to share this with you. So eat that Roman noodles. Just remember one thing: it is a lot attached to it. I always believe like this: if something's affecting my health, I don't need it. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of things we're eating that are not healthy for us, and I want to give you awareness of it. So when you see that pack of noodles inside the store and stuff, I want you to keep that in mind, that this shit is going to be doing way more than what it's supposed to do as far as feeding you. Anyway, that being said, I love subscribe to my channel. And like I said before, follow me on Instagram. It's Raven_over. That's Raven_over. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. And I want to know how you feel about this. Are you just going to stop you from buying Roman noodles stuff, or go try to make your own your own noodles and stuff? Because basically they're saying that the reason why it's so cheap is because it's actually doing more than you realize your health. Anyway, that's allegedly. That's what it's saying. But it's all over the internet. So you got to do is Google Roma noodles and instant noodles, and it's all over the thing. I did not know, but I know now. And now that I know, I'm gonna take care of you. So now you know. Did you hit that subscribe button? Come on, let me see you hit that subscribe button. I'm waiting for you. Like I said before, I'm trying to build my family. And of course, I want you to follow me on Instagram. That's Raven underscore over. Raven underscore over. Once I see you follow me, boo boo, I'm going to follow you back. Anyway, if you different and you want to find something different out of life, always subscribe to my channel and let you know one thing. Love you.